Okay, we're live. Welcome everyone to the Azure and AI show. With me is Joseph. Joseph's MVP from Nigeria, and myself, Frank Valvey from Cork in Ireland. Joseph is going to start off there, and you're going to do some stuff there, Joseph, on
Copilot prompts.
okay, Copilot prompts, which is
Yeah.
very important. I'll be doing some Copilot stuff as well and doing an introduction to Copilot Studio. I might run through um, all the different platforms like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and give you a look at what the Microsoft Copilot Studio looks like. And we might try and get a demo depending on how the time goes. So, Joseph, you can share your screen there with us.
Okay, that's fine then. I'm just gonna do this. Share my screen. Okay, so Frank, let me know when my screen is up.
Yeah, we got it there. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so good evening from here to everyone listening. So today I'm just going to be taking it around the Copilot prompts. Copilot requires you to give it a command, and then it is going to respond based on the command that you have been able to provide to it. So give me a second. Pilots. All right, so looking at these, if you excuse me, I can hear some echoes from my end. Okay, I think it's fine now. So if you look at this, you would see that if you come to office.com, starting from the beginning, you will realize that you have the Copilot icon here. If you have the Copilot license assigned to your accounts and you meet all the requirements, then you are going to have the Copilot icon here. Of course, you know that if we hit on the Copilot from this point, we would have option to type our prompts so it can give responses based on what we want it to do for us. But sometimes we provide some prompts that would not really give us what we want, or the system may complain about the prompts that you are providing. So for example, draft draft a proposal to start up a computer manufacturing company. So I'm just doing this, giving it an action for it to draft. Yes, I can be lucky that the prompt I'm giving it is going to give me correct outputs, right? And then I can comfortably use this to to work on what I want to work on. But there are instances where the prompts you're supplying are not, giving you your desired outputs. And you may want to know why this is happening, or perhaps it is giving you outputs. It is not even giving you output at all. So I was trying to mention this in one of the shows that if you allow it to completely run, then you have this icon down here to say copy the first prompt, mind you. So if I do notepad now, if I do notepad and I paste instances where when you click on that copy, then you're not going to see anything. Like what you're going to see here is not going to be plain text. But that's fine. That it's obvious this time that we can read what we have. Proposal for a startup, and It give us like breakdown of everything that we need to do, marketing strategy, then operation plan, then financial plan, and all of that. Now, the point I'm trying to raise is that sometimes the prompts, you you don't really have the pattern, the flow, how this works. Because also, if you go to PowerPoint and you go to Word, you're also going to see those. Let's say, let's come here to, let's say, Outlook, for example. You would find out that in Outlook we also have the Copilot icon showing up somewhere here very soon. We have option to, so the prompts that are coming out from the general page here is all central to all softwares in M365 package, right? And for Outlook prompts, they are going to be speaking a lot about Outlook, like create calendar info, prepare for that meeting, get the gist, and then, so for get calendar info, the prompt is saying when's my next meeting with X person. So if I'm going to click on this, then it's just going to, you know, give me when is my next meeting, and then the forward slash icon is going to list the users in my environment for me to pick a user to say, okay, when is my next meeting with this person, right? Or it can be another person that I want to pick, right? So it will just go through my calendar and see what is upcoming for me. So prepare for that meeting. So this is saying help me prepare for which meeting. Then of course this is going straight to my calendar and it's bringing up my calendar events, meetings that are pending, pillars concept 2024 projects, 2024 second half training. Then it's just going to, go there, then bring those meetings up because of the nature of the prompts that I'm giving it. Now, get a gist. Let's say, give me a bulleted list of key points from which file. So this is going to just go straight into my OneDrive and bring up the files that I have there based on the permissions that I have on those files, right? Now I can evaluate them based on what I am looking for. Again, if I were going to be looking at summarize Teams meeting where I have been at mentioned, of course, it's just going to come this way and then jump to draft, create a frequently asked question based on this file. So it's going right deep into my files and it's bringing it up. This has a lot to do with inbuilt prompts, right? So if you also go to Teams, you would find out that there are inbuilt prompts as well that you want to also check out. So the same thing, if you go to PowerPoint, if you go to Excel, they are basic, prompts that are built in. And just take note that those built-in prompts are usually more specific, and the response rates from those prompts are fast, and then the outcome is also very accurate because the prompts are well understood by the system when you query such. So the same thing happens here as well. In Teams, you have Copilot. So the Copilot you have here in Teams is again going to be speaking more to the Microsoft Teams application, right? There are going to be prompts and get calendar info because this is Teams meeting, and we saw this in Outlook because, of course, Exchange is the provider of the calendar, and the same calendar is what Outlook and Teams is using. So you have prepare that meeting and then get a gist, almost the same thing, draft FAQ questions and all of that. While when you go into the charts, with a user, then you will have option to, you know, draft your chart again, and Copilot is just going to be here for you to show you, you know, what you want to draft using Copilot. And then if we come to one of the most used applications, I mean, one of the application where Copilot is, in my opinion, most used is the PowerPoint. We also have prompts that are going to be showing up for us. So what's what we are looking at is inside the PowerPoint, we have option to also, you know, save our prompts. Here quite a lot of prompts that you can see different from what you had earlier seen in Outlook and in Teams. So, and good thing is that you can decide to keep some prompts closer to you if you use them quite often, right? So that you don't have to be on every time you want to use them, go looking for those prompts. If they speak to your, you know, your daily activities, then you want to use those. I'm just expecting it to load up. In my opinion, I see that PowerPoints tend to be one of the slowest loading application when I am using Copilot on the web. I have to wait for some time for the, you know, for the presentation to load before it can come up. It's my opinion anyway. If that's what your experience is, you can, you know, agree or maybe disagree with it. So here is like the general point where these are basic prompts. That the first prompt is saying create create a presentation from a file. So if I do this, it's just going to give me, you know, the list of my file after the forward slash, which is almost like what you saw in which is almost what you saw in. So to expand the files, I can click on that, and then I can also, I'm just trying to click out to see that that is gone. So I just want to, yeah, I don't need this, I'm just trying to show us. So the next point is create a presentation about the benefit of mediating every day. So this one is grayed out. So what this is telling us is that we can create a presentation about something, benefits of something, right? So if we click on this, only they create a presentation about. So this is the right, or will I say, the kind of way you want to start constructing your prompt so that you can make maximum utilization of the Copilot output. Then you also have the understand, that is, what are the dates or deadline in this presentation. That is, if there are presentation that you have already that you can reference, then you can use that. So what are the dates or deadline is a good prompt. And then understand, show key slides in the deck, right? So that these are just the ones that are loaded here for us. But my key interest, or where I want us to go to today, is the view prompts. You know, so so what this is going to do for you is you can decide to create, edit. So for prompt that speaks to create, they are going to be listed in here, while the prompts that speaks to other things like edit or ask now are going to be there. But if you click on view prompts, then you're going to see like an expanded, you know, form of the prompts. So here you can decide now to, so if I have prompt that I've saved, then I'll just come here and it's going to give me the list of those, you know, saved prompts, create a presentation, add a slide, then extract key information, stay on track, and then these are prompts that I have saved. If I don't need any one, I'm just going to unclick it And if I unclick everything, so what this is just doing for me is that this is where I can save the prompts that I use quite often. If I don't have anything, they say you don't have any saved prompts. Now, here is what I want us to do. If you come here, the prompts that I want to keep, let us say I want to keep, prompts around understand, right? And then I want that to come from human resource, or maybe I just want to look at create, edit. Hold on, let me even uncheck this, and then yeah. So at this point, all the prompts have now shown up. I can click on see all prompts, but I'm coming to here later. So if I want to say, okay, give me a prompt around create and don't show me around understand, then it's going to limit it. If I come here to say, okay, include marketing from finance and sales, I can, it can expand, right, and give me more. If I want to save a particular prompt, and then I can hit on this bookmark here to save my prompt, so that it will be under my saved prompts now, so that I can use it anytime I am working. Create a presentation about a training material for a new employee, including links and videos. Create a checklist so employee can track their immediate progress. So this is a prompt that I can, use, and the system would understand this and create just what I have asked it to do. So it is good if we can use these prompts, minimize this thing, minimize, reduce what you want to reduce and include what you want to include. That is to say, the system is speaking from what you have already entered, right? So you can see these are training materials that are, this is me not typing anything, but it's coming up with very detailed outputs based on what I have given it. So instead of just going randomly typing what we feel or you feel is going to give you what you are looking for, it would be great also if you can try to save some prompts that are going to be useful to you. Excuse me. All right. So I just have some visitors, and I'm so sorry for that noise that came in. So that is you using the prompts that you have inside of here. Now, say instances where you want to go to the Copilot, you know um let me just take you here yet. When we get there, you see what I'm talking about. Say for instance, you are here now and you want to see all the prompts so far that Microsoft has integrated into Copilot. So you can click on view prompts, and then where I want you to look at is, while in this landing page of Copilot, the same thing is also available from Outlook, is also available from PowerPoint. You can click on view all prompts, and then what happens at this point is that you have the Copilot lab showing up. Now, this Copilot lab is where you are going to get everything that has to do with prompts, and then at this point you can decide to save some prompts. You can decide to filter these prompts to what exactly you want to make use of, and then you can always have them for your use. So looking at this, the Copilot lab, if I come down to click on see more, I have not been able to see the end of this list yet. Maybe one day I'm going to take my time to click through, because the more I click, the more I have it expanded for me. I may just have to be patient one day and keep clicking to expand the prompts. So if you keep on clicking, we have a lot of prompts. So if you know how many these prompts are, please, you can drop it in the comment section. So you can decide to expand. But how useful is it for you now to keep expanding what you have as the Copilot, prompt inside the Copilot lab? So what is here is that if you look at this, by the bottom right hand side, you will see the applications where these prompts are speaking more about. This is a word prompt, this is a word prompt, this is a PowerPoint prompt, this is a OneNote prompt, and this is Outlook prompt, and so on. So but there are some prompts that are common between, or they are applied to more than one application, and you are going to have that showing up, the two of them or three of them, as the case may be, showing by the bottom left hand side. So if that is the case, then coming to this, you can decide to filter according to the application that you want to see your prompt on. There, for example, I've not used prompt on SharePoint, you know, before my speaking to about myself. So if I want to see the prompts that are available and speaking to SharePoint, then this is what I have. What are the key points on the page? What are the latest updates on the site? What files should I read on which topic? Then who are the you know points point of contact for the site? So I think this is what I want to check out. But myself, PowerPoint on the I've not used PowerPoint on the Copilot prompt on SharePoint myself. So if I don't want to check SharePoint, maybe I want to check OneDrive to see prompts that speaks about OneDrive, compare the differences between these files, summarize selected, they create an FAQ about this. So these prompts are important. They are things that are not very, for me, are not very common. What action can I take based on this file? Since I've been, typing Copilot prompts, I have not used Copilot to do this. What action can I take based on this file? I've not looked at that prompt. Tell me 3 ways I can improve the content of this file. I've not used this. So what I'm trying to bring out here is that knowing where the prompts are can give you like a detailed understanding of how useful the prompts can be. But let's come to the common places where we use a Copilot prompts. We use it more often in PowerPoint. Now, while in PowerPoint, of course, because of that, we're going to see a lot that speaks to PowerPoint. And I was saying that if you have it speaking to more than one application at a time, you're going to see this here lined up. Like this is speaking to PowerPoint and then Word and OneNote. This is a PowerPoint. So now, if you want to again filter it based on the task you want it to do for you, let's say you want to put it just around create, you can also filter. So what this means is that whatever you're going to be seeing here is going to be speaking more about create, I mean bringing something to existence. Brainstorm topic idea from presentation on, draft an outline for a presentation on, then create a presentation about how to, then create, because what you have filter your Copilot prompts to speak about create. Now you could also try to further limit it to say, okay, I want this to speak to me as a human resource manager. So what is going to be coming out is develop training material, then summarize employee benefits or list understanding, like that. So if you come here, this is saying create a presentation about training material for new employee, and then this is saying create a presentation about main employee benefit here, and then this is saying add a slide about the list of the KPIs and area. So this is because you had filter here to be speaking to HR profession. Then if you are looking at, say, okay, you want to put it in marketing, then of course you should be expecting something to be changing. So for what he's saying is that for marketing, I do not have prompts that speaks to create, which is fine, which is not specific to marketing. So what if I include finance? Then finance is saying create a scenario analysis, which is saying create a presentation about scenario analysis. So what if I remove all of this and I'm going to put it in retail? Then I don't have in retail. So for manufacturing, there's no manufacturing. Now, what if manufacturing or I came to marketing and there was nothing? What if I want to change the prompt from create to help me to understand? Is there anything that is going to come up? Of course, for now we have one that is saying map the customer journey state for products. So this is a prompt. You can decide to now save the prompt also. You can decide to share. So if you click on share, then it's going to just copy. So if the you know the if the the link is copied. I mean, so what that means is that you can easily go to Teams and share it with your colleague to give him access to that link. Or for example, if we come to new in private window, we can as well open this directly, and it's just going to take us straight to that prompt and see, you know, what it does. And maybe you just find out a very nice prompt that you want your colleague to see. Of course, this is how you can quickly get the link to the prompt. And good thing is that this Copilot studio here, I mean Copilot lab here, is a Microsoft is a general link that anyone, even without the license, can open to look. So if you are looking towards coming into Copilot or subscribing for Copilot, you may want to check this link out and see how you can well understand what this does and how it works before you can dive right deep into it, just to maximize Copilot. The good thing is that this is not only going to be useful with the Copilot paid version. If you are using Edge, of course, from the last previous presentation we did, we spoke about, or we did a demo on how to use it on Edge. If you are using Microsoft Edge, of course, these prompts are going to be very, very useful to you. So you can decide to keep them handy, and you can make good outputs using nice prompts. And this can even be like a training to you to, you know, in prompts, in understanding prompts. Even if you are going to type them yourself, you will use this to understand the pattern that prompts are developed or generated. So thank you very much for your time. If there are questions, we are always happy to respond to questions, but this will be all that we can handle for now. Thank you.
Thanks, Joseph. That was a great presentation on those prompts. I'm going to be doing some stuff there on Copilot, and I'll be using some of those prompts that you showed me there as well on the screen. So thanks very much again. And I'm going to do some stuff there now on Copilot and maybe show people how they can log on to it and sign up to it and all that. So I know, Joseph, you're off to you have another gig to do. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you next week. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll get started. Share my screen, entire screen. Okay, so should see my screen there now, and I'm just have a couple of pages opened. Okay, so first of all, if you want to use Copilot with Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all of these other ones, OneDrive, Outlook, you need to have one of these subscriptions. So there's a Microsoft Family one. I've got it up here in pounds, 79 for the year for a family one, or 59 for a personal one. So you need one of these accounts first to use Copilot. You'll see, I'll demonstrate it there in a minute. So once you have this one here, you can actually pay monthly if you want. It's like £7-8 a month. Or the personal one there is kind of £6 a month. So you need one of these accounts first. Then you have to get the Copilot one. You have to get Copilot Pro, which is £19 a month. So like, if you only just wanted to use it to play around with for a month, you could just sign up to it for a month and then park it there, or you can sign up for a year. So that's what you need, M365 account, and then you need the Copilot Pro as well to go on top of it. So I'm logged in here to my subscription, and you can see up here on the side, so you got the home page, you got the Copilot, You've got to create, you have your OneDrive and apps. So like you can pin these to the side here if you want, and some of the other ones, and they'll populate below there as you're using them. So I'll open up one or two of them there. So as you can see, all these applications have Copilot in them. So I'll just go through a few of them there. Just we'll open up Microsoft Word, which is a very popular one. And I'll just open up a blank one. Okay, so this is, they just, every time you open up something new, it's giving you, so I'm just saying not now. So nearly every week I log into this, there's something new every time I come into this. So Microsoft is working on this big time. So these three things up in the top, I've never seen them. So these are new. So I'll describe the features to you as we go along. So it's giving you kind of things what you want to do, write an article based on a file, or you can create a plan for something, or you can draft the document. So first of all, anyway, right up in the top right-hand corner, you see the Copilot. So I'm just going to click on that there, show you how it kind of works. So it'll open up a pane then on the right-hand side. And Joseph was on earlier and he was talking about the different prompts or whatever. And that's down here in the bottom. You can see there, manage view prompts. And they have another one. This one here is new as well. It's called Manage Copilot Agent. So the agent is one of the new tricks that Microsoft has added to it. So the other thing there next to it there is the microphone. So if you didn't want to be typing stuff, you could use your microphone to put stuff in. So over here on the page, so I just click on the page here, and you got this thing up here, describe what you'd like Copilot to write. Okay, so that's a kind of new one. So I'm going to click on that. 1 second now. Or we can. Okay, so one of the things that I was going to talk about here today, right? So we get Copilot to write something for us about it. It's and you can hear now. It's about the Copilot Studio. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that out, and we're going to go back over to our Word document here, and we're going to get Copilot to write something about you write about, and our topic is Copilot Studio. So I'm just going to put that in, and I'm going to hit the enter button over here, and we'll see what Copilot comes up for us. And it's generating it there now. So sure, so I'm going to copy this thing, and I'm going to come over to our main page, paste it in there. Okay, paste the Copilot. Okay, so this one here, look, you see now there's a Copilot now because we put stuff up on the page, right? This is what it's after giving us from the web. Okay, so we'll just click that off. So I'm just going to highlight this here now, right? And we're going to click on the Copilot. Okay, so it's given us options, right? So it's auto rewrite. Okay, so if we didn't like the content that's actually in there, right, we can get Copilot to auto rewrite it again. Okay, so it's drafting away there now, so you can see the difference. So it's telling us up the top here, Microsoft Copilot is a versatile platform designed to create and extend conversational AI assistants for Microsoft 365. So down the end, it's changed slightly. So up in the top is saying AI assistants for Microsoft 365 and other scenarios. Down here, it's saying Microsoft Assistants, particularly for Microsoft 365. So it's changed it around a little bit. So it's up to you what one you prefer, right? So down the bottom, right, you can either replace it or you can insert it below, right? There's this other option if you want to regenerate it again. Okay, so we'll just hit that and see what it does. So it's after regenerating again now, and it's after giving us totally different, like Microsoft Copilot Studio is a flexible platform designing for creating and enhancing. So that's totally different again, right? So if you're not happy with it, you can regenerate it again. And if it wrote something that you didn't think was proper, you've got a dislike here, thumbs down or a thumbs up. So we think it's good, so we'll give it a like. And you can put in feedback here or whatever if you want. So we'll just leave it for now. So that's a quick look kind of at Word. Like you can do lots of other stuff inside here as well. As I said, when you get this, when you get the Copilot, that comes up there. So we'll just click that off for now and highlight this, and we can click on the Copilot again. And you can click on here, visualize as a table, right? So I just highlighted that. So we'll just click on that just to see how it's going to appear to us in the table. So there you go. Kind of picked it out and put different things in the table for us. So it's doing lots of stuff for us. So if you had to rewrite that there now, it would take a good bit of time. So that's a brief look at Word. So I'm just gonna I think I have that copied already. So we'll go on to another one. So we click up here, and I suppose the next one that kind of comes after Word is Excel. So Excel is used every day. So we just see if I can open up create a blank one. So I'm just going to click on the box there, and I'm going to click on our Copilot, and should open up a pane on the right hand side again. Okay, so it's giving us create formulas, understand, summarize using pivot tables or charts, apply coloring and formatting, or ask Copilot how to sum values based on criteria. So if I see, can I open see, can I get an Excel file? Open, view, 1 second now. So view more files. Now I'll just see, can I find an Excel file? Documents. Okay, so this one now is not actually in my OneDrive, so it won't show up in Copilot. So 1 second now. Okay, so we got Copilot in this one. We'll just see create formulas. So we're just see what it's going to give us in the formulas section there. Sorry, I didn't have. So in order to enter the question in data range, I need to ask some of the questions. Add header name, merge in cells. Okay. So we'll just click on this one. Looks like some of the headers have empty, so make sure the columns and header names are different. Okay. So this one then is giving us there are merged cells in the data range and won't be included in my answer. So I'm sorry I didn't have an Excel file now that we could actually interrogate or analyze. So we'll just go back to the next one. So the next most common one is we'll go into Outlook. Okay, so I have one in here from Joseph. So we're going to summarize the Copilot up on top, okay? So Joseph is trying to reach out in Teams or wherever. So I just want to click on that one, and sometimes it gives you an option to, if you had loads of emails inside here now, you came back from holidays and you got 200 emails, we'd say, right? So you could go over here to the Copilot and you could get it to kind of summarize all your emails. So you could get it like summarize your Teams messages. Remember Joseph was showing us there earlier, summarize the Teams messages. Where have I, mentioned somebody this week? The meeting, he went through that one. How do I prepare for a meeting? So lots of stuff like, so this one here, create frequently based on the file. So if you click on that one, then it kind of jumps in here to your OneDrive, or you can actually upload something there, right? If I click on emails, there's no emails actually in there because it's on your fresh account. Go files, it's got Microsoft Studio. That's the one we actually made there earlier. So we'll just hit that one and we'll see what it'll actually do. That was the document we just made there earlier about the Copilot Studio. Okay, so it's after generating a load of frequently asked questions about the Microsoft Studio. So it's really kind of joined up Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all of these on your OneDrive, so you can use it to interrogate any of these things. So that's the Outlook. Just going back to the other one here, which is, this is kind of my favorite one of the whole lot. It's the Microsoft PowerPoint. So we're going to open this one up and we're going to click on the blank one again. And of course, we don't have anything in here. So we're just going to click on the Copilot up in the top. And as I was saying earlier there, every time I come into this every week, there's something new added to it. So this thing that just popped up here now, that used to never come up before. So that's a new feature again here, which is good. So I'm just going to click on the Copilot up here on the right hand side. And you can see there it's create a presentation from a file, create a presentation that benefits meditating every day, understand what are the dates and deadlines in the presentation, right? So what I want to do is I just want to create a presentation. So we were talking there about Copilot Studio. So down here it gives us the option. It started off the prompt for us. So create a presentation about what, and what I was saying there is Copilot Studio. So create a presentation about Microsoft Copilot Studio. Okay, and we're just going to hit send, or you can hit enter, and it's going to generate texts and slides, and it's going to give our speakers notes, and we're going to talk down through the presentation of what Copilot gives us about Microsoft Copilot Studio. So you can see there it's working on it. Okay, so guys, less than 1 minute and it's after generating 14 slides. Look at that, look, 14 slides with text, and down the end here it's giving us speakers notes. So speakers notes there, it says Microsoft Copilot Studio is a new tool designed to help developers write code faster and with fewer errors. This presentation will provide an overview of what Microsoft Copilot Studio is, its key features and benefits of using it. So as you can see, look, it's giving us the pictures, the text. We go on to the next one. So speaker's notes, it says we will start by discussing what Microsoft Copilot Studio is and how it works. Then we will explore the key features and tools, including code completion, debugging, and collaboration. Finally, we will discuss the benefits of using Microsoft Copilot Studio for developers and teams. So we'll briefly go down through the slides, and you can see what it's after. So what is Microsoft Copilot? So in the speaker's notes, it's an AI-powered code assistant tool that helps developers write better code faster. It is powered by OpenAI Codex, which uses machine learning to analyze code and suggest completions, functions, and other code snippets. So it's a great platform. And code completion, right? One of the key features of Microsoft Copilot Studio is its code completion capabilities. It can generate code snippets and suggest code completions based on the code you're writing, which can save time and reduce errors. So it's a great tool for coders. It's going to cut down a lot of time. So Microsoft Copilot Studio also includes powerful debugging tools that can help developers identify and fix errors quickly. It can suggest potential causes of the errors and provide guidance on how to resolve them. So moving on to the next one, as I said earlier, collaboration. So Copilot Studio also includes features that allows multiple developers to collaborate on code. It can suggest changes to code based on the input from other team members, making it easier to work together efficiently. So it's going to be great going forward. So the key features of Copilot Studio, it offers a wide range of features that can help developers write better code faster. Some of the key features include code completion. debugging, and collaboration. We will explore these and other features in more detail in the following slides. Okay, so this one, code prediction, uses machine learning to analyze code and provides suggestions for code completion, functions, and other code snippets. It can even generate the entire function based on natural language inputs. So it's looking great. So the Copilot Studio includes features that support collaboration among developers. Yeah, we heard that before. So it seems to be kind of overlapping a bit in some of the slides. It's kind of giving us some of the same things. So it can suggest changes in code based on the inputs from other team members. Okay, so like maybe that's why the overlap. So if other team members look at your code and they might give you an example of it, you can put that in, and Copilot could maybe put the two types of code together. And that's what I think. So the next one, so the benefits of Microsoft Copilot Studio. It offers a number of benefits for the developers and teams. Some of the key benefits using Microsoft Copilot Studio include increased productivity, improved code quality, and better collaboration. Yeah. So productivity. Okay, so by automating repetitive tasks and providing code suggestions, Microsoft Copilot Studio can help developers write code faster with fewer errors. Told us that before. This can save time and increase productivity. So code quality, right? We know it improves that. Slide 13, collaboration gave us that. It's making things work together. And the conclusion then, so it writes conclusion, Microsoft Copilot Studio is a powerful tool that can help developers write code. Yeah, we know that. It's AI powered code completion, debugging, collaboration feature makes it essential for Microsoft software developers. So that's the PowerPoint part of it. Just up here, just next to, we just pick a different slide here. Just want to show you something else that's inside here in PowerPoint. Next to the Copilot button up the top here is Designer. That's another AI powered tool. So we'll just click into that. So if you didn't like, we'd say, the picture or the slide, you can click on the over here on the right hand side. So if you didn't want it on the right and you want to change it over here, you can click on that. Or if you just want to go back to this one, you can change or have this one. So it's giving us loads of options from Microsoft Designer. So like if you didn't want any of these, you could actually see more designs here. So it's giving us generating more of them. Or you can also put in your own ones. So we go up to another one here. So if you prefer this one, go with that one. So that's the Copilot Studio there, PowerPoint, what it's done for us. So I'm just going to go back to where I had it here earlier. 1 second now. Okay, so a good place if you want to see stuff about Microsoft Copilot Studio is Microsoft Learn. So learn.microsoft.com, or just search Microsoft Learn and you get up the Copilot Studio overview. So this is kind of what it looks like. I'll go into it here now in a second. It just to give you kind of an understanding. We know it's for creating code wherever it's. So it says here Microsoft Copilot Studio is a graphical low-code tool for both creating custom pilots, okay, including building automation with Power Automate, and extending Copilot for M365 with your own enterprise data, right? So you can use your own kind of enterprise information. If you didn't want to use stuff that was out on the internet, you can just use your own one. So this is how it looks when you go into it. So one of the standout features is the ability to connect with other data sources. That's what I'm saying, using your own enterprise one. You can upload your own one, or you can go into your own website and create a link to it. So you can easily create copilots in Copilot Studio without the need for data scientists or developers. So this it's going to make things way easier for everybody. So it's available in both standalone web apps, or you can create it within your teams. So you can create a custom one yourself. I'll just show you the start of that. I might do a demo on it then next week. 1 second now. Okay, so this is my Copilot Studio. So if you want to create one, you just click up here, click on create. Okay, so it's throwing one up here now on the screen for me. Setting up your Copilot might take a while. Will email me when the Copilot is ready. Okay, so it's giving us the email address. So we'll just go back up here to see in Outlook. Nothing there yet anyway. So setting up your Copilot might take a while. Okay, so we'll probably have that prepped for next week, and I can go through the Copilot then, how to actually make one. We might make one for maybe customer service agent, or we might, it gives us one in the template here. So they've got to start with templates, right? So if you wanted to do a sales travel one, store operation, help desk, we'll try and do maybe a help desk one, and we build the Copilot on that. So that's it for this week's Azure and AI show. I'll be back again next week, and Can will be doing some stuff on Power Platform, and Joseph will be doing some stuff for us as well, and we might have Dan Ray back on doing our stuff. So we're back here again next week at the same time, and thank you everybody.